To bring this meeting to order tonight, the Village of Villa Park, Village Board of Trustees, of August 23rd, 2021. Clerk Konecki, please call the roll.
Trustee Silella.
Here.
Trustee Corkery.
Here.
Trustee Kozar.
Here.
Trustee Kumar. Trustee Murphy. Here. Trustee Patrick.
Here.
President Kazone.
Here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We'll go to item number 3, public comments on agenda items. Clerk Konecki, do we have anyone signed up?
Yes, Cheryl Tucker would like to respond to item 8B.
Maybe, I'm just kind of curious, there was a lot to read through, I know the board knows that too, on that section, but my curiosity is the Garden Station TIF bond. I've noticed that on that particular item, every single one of the board members has to sign it. Previously, it's always been A or nay on that. I've never seen where,
They would just check whether it's A or nay. That doesn't mean they have to sign.
okay, because
It's bond
it's
council.
listed with all their signatures, like
Yes,
they have
no,
to sign
no.
this agreement, and I was kind of curious, in the past, we've had bonds where we've approved without, it's an A or nay thing, and previously on a bond thing that we've had TIF money given out to several different items before. It just seemed a little odd that in this particular one, it was set up that way, that the board had to do a little more signing on it and a little more information was added to it than I've seen in the past. It was just the way it was set up. It's not
No, no.
anything different.
No. Okay.
Okay, so this isn't any different than any other bonds that have gone through. It's not
No.
because there was a lot to read, and I was trying to figure out what made this one especially particular, that all the board
Okay.
members' names were on the bottom of it.
Okay.
It's just a
That
regular.
it? Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
That's all I was curious on.
Thank you. Anyone
Okay.
else?
Yes, George Cordova.
I got it. I think.
I'll leave a stain now.
Regarding 9B.
So 9B, my name is George Cordova. Do I have to say my address and everything, Ms. Hunter?
Yes, please.
535 East Park
You
Boulevard.
don't need to give your address.
No? Okay, my bad. Just want to introduce myself. I am currently the chairperson of the Villa Park Parks and Recreation Advisory Commission, and want to let you guys know that we've been working and discussing and preparing for Lufkin Park for 2 years, and just recently, this last week, the Recreation Commission unanimously approved moving forward with the grant application and the project, and we hope that the board takes our recommendation as representatives of the residents of Villa Park. That's it. Thank you.
Good. Thank you, George.
And I have no one else. Thank you.
Okay, no one else. Anyone else want to speak? Okay, we will move on to item number 4, amendments to the agenda. Do we have any amendments tonight? Okay, seeing none, we will move on to item 5A, the July 2021 Gardenscape Award presented by the Community Pride Commission. And we have 2 representatives from the commission here.
Hello there. I'm Leslie Ellison CI.
And I'm Tracy Gabriel from the Community Pride Commission. And of course, we have slides. We know that you guys like our slides. But I only have 4 this time, so yay. As you can see, we have our logo up there, and we're going to start using that logo a little bit more for all of our presentations and all of our awards for our contests and for the commission. So today we're here for the July Gardenscape Award, and we would like to present it to the homeowner of 129 East Washington. Their yard is beautiful with all types of flowers, greenery, and patriotic, I don't know what those are called, ribbons? I don't know.
Banners?
Banners, yep.
Bunting.
There you go. And I couldn't figure out I tried to count how many colors of shades of green there are in these photos, and I couldn't really tell, but there's a lot of greenery. And this photo was taken at the end of June, so it qualified for our July scape. And the homeowner is Dan R. Is he here tonight?
I don't think so. He wasn't sure if he'd make it or not.
Okay.
But, we will drop off his sign.
We'll drop off his sign. The sign is much smaller than last month's. It's not as big as the other one that was gigantic, but it's still a little bit smaller.
So that won't kill his garden.
It won't kill his garden, but maybe shade for the rest of his thing, right? So I just want to say congratulations to Dan R., the homeowner, and thank him for making Villa Park beautiful and sharing his efforts with all of the community, especially being on a main street of Washington. It gets a lot of traffic. 2 reminders, the August Gardenscape Award will wrap up the beautiful summer that we continue to have this year. We will see you soon to present that award in the coming weeks. And then also upcoming fun contests we want our fellow neighbors to participate in. Fall, which is October and November, and our winter, which is December, for Gardenscape. These is when residents decorate their lawns and their gardens with festive lights and decorations. Share your happiness and joy with your neighbors. You can check out the village's Facebook page starting mid-September for a link to the commission's page for more details on the contest. And for the board members, you see how we put fun in there already? We're trying. All right. So thank you to Dan, and thanks for the board for giving us some time to present to help make Villa Park beautiful. Thank you.
Great.
Thanks.
And thank you to the commission. I know you guys put in a lot of hard work driving around, looking at all these gardens. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, moving along to item 6, consent agenda. Item 6A, minutes from the board meeting held on August 9th, 2021, and the special meeting held on August 11th, 2021, and the bill listings for the weeks of August 9th, 2021, and August 16th, 2021, in the amount of $392,420.80. And do we have a motion for the consent? Trustee
Mr. President, I'd like to make that motion.
Okay, we have a second?
I'll second
Trustee
it.
Murphy? Trustee Murphy, a second. Any questions or comments? Okay, seeing none, a roll call, please.
Okay, Trustee Salella,
Yes.
Trustee Kumar,
Yes.
Trustee Corkery,
Yes.
Trustee Kozar,
Yes.
Trustee Patrick,
Yes.
Trustee Murphy,
Yes.
President Kazon.
Yes. Moving on to item 7A, first reading on an ordinance to be codified. An ordinance of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, amending the village code regarding the renaming of the Community Pride Commission. Mayor Giacchino.
Thank you, Your Honor. The Community Pride Commission's intent and purpose is to advise the village president and board of trustees on matters relating to the overall image of the village, including physical beautification, public relations, and coordination and promotion of volunteers and volunteerism within the village. The Community Pride Commission is requesting to rename their commission to the Community Fun Commission. FUN stands for Focus on Unifying Neighbors. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. As this is a first reading, there's no vote unless someone would like to make a motion.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to waive the second reading.
Okay, Trustee Patrick, anyone like to second that?
I'll
Trustee
second.
Corkery? Okay. We have a roll call, please.
Yes, Trustee,
This is on the motion
Yes.
to waive the second reading.
right. Okay, Trustee Murphy,
Yes.
Trustee Salella,
Yes.
Trustee Kozar,
Yes.
Trustee Kumar,
Yes.
Trustee Patrick,
Yes.
Trustee Corkery,
Yes.
President Kazon.
Yes. Okay, then we'll have a motion to pass this ordinance. We have a motion.
Mr.
Trustee
President,
Patrick.
I'd like to make that motion, pass
Okay,
the
you have a
ordinance.
second? Trustee
I
Kozar.
actually have a question before we
Sure.
vote on it.
We have to second it first.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, I'll second it.
Okay, Trustee Kozar. Okay, any discussion?
Just to the Pride Commission or the Fun Commission, is there any effect in terms of the upcoming event that you have in September as it relates to the name change? Is that,
Hi, this is
Leslie Ellison, CLI. Yes, actually, we have been holding off on our press release drop, which is due to go out. It was due to go out today. If we can make a vote tonight, then we will change all of our marketing materials, the press release, as well as the name on the certificate should we be successful. And it would then state, instead of the Community Pride Commission, it will state the Community Fund Commission, which would be a great way to kick off our new commission.
Okay, so it's to your benefit to have this changed tonight.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Okay, roll call, please.
Okay, trustee Salella?
Yes.
Trustee Murphy?
Yes.
Trustee Corkery?
Yes.
Trustee Kumar?
Yes.
Trustee Patrick?
Yes.
Trustee Kozar?
Yes.
President Kazone?
Yes. Okay, that passes. And we will move on to item number 8, ordinances. Item 8A, an ordinance of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, approving a development agreement between the Village of Villa Park and Hawthorne Development Corporation. Manager Keener.
Thank you, Your Honor. This development agreement provides certain responsibilities, including, among others, that Hawthorne Development agrees to construct a 7-story mixed-use market-rate residential project consisting of 348 residential units, 8,653 square feet of commercial space, and 440 parking spaces adjacent to the Metro train station for an investment of $119 million. The developer must demonstrate proof of financing for the entire development and acquire all properties within the development site on or before September 30th, 2021. All required building permits must be acquired by December 31st, 2021, with construction commencing no later than March 31st, 2022. Staff recommends approval of this ordinance. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Manager. Okay, do we have a motion on this ordinance?
I'll make that motion.
Trustee Murphy? Second?
Mr. President, I'd like to second that motion.
Trustee Patrick? Okay, do we have any discussions on this? Questions? Okay, seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Okay, trustee Kozar?
Yes.
Trustee Salella?
Yes.
Trustee Kumar?
Yes.
Trustee Murphy?
Yes.
Trustee Corkery?
No.
Trustee Patrick?
Yes.
President Kazone?
Yes. And that passes. We move on to item 8B, an ordinance of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, providing for the issuance of not to exceed $6,500,000 original principal amount of limited obligation tax increment revenue bonds, Series 2021, Garden Station redevelopment project, and providing for the execution of a trust indenture and a bond order in connection therewith. Manager Keener.
Thank you, Your Honor. As part of the financing for the Garden Station project, the village shall approve the issuance of TIF bonds in an amount not to exceed $6,500,000 payable solely from 70% of the incremental taxes generated by the development. The village has no obligation for the repayment of the bonds, which are marketed and sold to buyers with the understanding that the sole source of the payment of debt service is to be from that portion of the incremental real estate taxes, 70% pledged for the payment. All costs of issuance are paid with bond proceeds. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, man. We have a motion on this? Trustee Patrick?
Mr. President, I'd like to make that motion.
Second? Trustee Kumar?
I will second that motion.
Okay, do we have any questions or comments? Okay, seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Salella?
Yes.
Trustee Murphy?
Yes.
Trustee Corkery?
No.
Trustee Kozar?
Yes.
Trustee Patrick?
Yes.
Trustee Kumar?
Yes.
President Kazone?
Yes. And that passes. And we will move on to item 9, resolutions. Item 9A, a resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, approving a final change order number 1 to the contract with Brothers Asphalt Paving, Inc. of Addison, Illinois, for construction of the Plymouth Street Improvement Project, Ardmore to Villa, for deduction in the amount of $142,065.10. Manager Keener.
Thank you, Your Honor. The village has a contract with Brothers Asphalt Paving, Inc. of Addison, Illinois, in the amount of $762,561.18 for construction of the Plymouth Street Improvement Project, Ardmore to Villa. Proposed final change order number 1 consists of the final balancing of contract quantities as measured in the field. The net amount of proposed final change order number 1 is a deduction in the amount of $142,065.10 for an adjusted final contract amount of $620,496.08. Staff recommends approval of this resolution. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Manager Keener. We have a motion on this resolution.
I'll make that
Trustee Mur-
motion.
Trustee Murphy, a second.
Oh, second.
Trustee Corkery. Okay, do we have any questions, comments? Okay, seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Salella?
Yes.
Trustee Kumar?
Yes.
Trustee Kozar?
Yes.
Trustee Petrick?
Yes.
Trustee Murphy? Yes. Trustee Corkery?
Yes.
President Costello?
Yes. It's always nice to see big deductions like that on a change order. Item 9B, resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, authorizing 3D Design Studios of Grayslake, Illinois, to submit an open space land acquisition and development grant, also known as OSLAD, application on behalf of the Village of Villa Park for the renovation of Lufkin Park in an amount not to exceed $1,144,610.12. Manager Keener.
Thank you, Your Honor. The Parks and Recreation Department would like to provide additional recreation amenities to village residents at Lufkin Park. This park is currently open space and has no such amenities. The OSLAD grant is a 50-50 matching grant to a maximum reimbursement amount of $400,000. Public input meetings have been conducted, and the Parks and Recreation Advisory Commission has approved the grant submission containing the proposed park amenities. The park improvements, including a band shell stage, water spray area, restrooms, pier, limestone walking trail, informational kiosks, additional picnic tables and benches, and shade trees. Cost estimates for the proposed improvements total $1,144,610.12. After subtracting the $400,000 grant reimbursement, the remaining project cost of $744,610.12 would be covered by the Village of Villa Park. A portion of the village's share of these improvement costs would be budgeted in both calendar year 2022 and calendar year 2023 budgets. Staff recommends approval of this resolution. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Manager. We have a motion for that. Trustee Patrick.
Mr. President, I'd like to make that motion.
Okay, we have a second? Second. Trustee Salella. Questions or comments? Trustee Corkery.
Oh, I just want to thank everyone who came out to the public input hearings and made their voice heard. I went to both. I thought they were very well attended. People were really passionate. There were a lot of good ideas, and I think we came to a really good consensus on what should go there. So thanks to staff and everyone was hired, everyone was involved. I'm very happy with this plan, and I'm looking forward to maybe seeing it happen. We'll see. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, any other questions? Trustee Patrick.
Thank you. I know that the village was a little bit under the gun to bring this project to fruition here in order to meet the deadline for the submission of the grant. With that being said, I want to commend our staff on a job well done, especially with the community outreach, as well as the Parks and Recreation Advisory Commission. Outstanding job of putting this all together, 2 different meetings. Attendance was great. Got to see some real community bonding there too. I mean, we had neighbors meeting neighbors. Everything was peaceful. People were talking about great ideas on how to benefit their community in that area, and it was really refreshing to see. Great job, staff, for putting that together, especially with the small amount of time that you had. And I am also very looking forward to this project that goes through. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Kumar.
I'd just like to add a little bit to that and also thank Dan from 3D Design. He did an excellent job of getting everybody together, taking everybody's input and putting it on the page, and an excellent job of keeping our community happy and healthy during the meeting. So thank you, Dan.
Thank you. I'd also like to thank staff and the Parks and Rec Commission. You guys did a great job. Unfortunately, I was out of town for the week, but I didn't get to go to the meetings, but I heard they were very well attended and run very well. And I know there was a lot of emotions were running high for a while, but things were taken care of very well. Thanks to staff and the commission. Okay, without any comments, we'll have roll call vote, please.
That's Trustee Murphy,
Yes.
Trustee Corkery,
Yes.
Trustee Kozar,
Yes.
Trustee Patrick,
Yes.
Trustee Kumar,
Yes.
Trustee Salela,
Yes.
President Kazal.
Yes. Okay, and with that, we will move on to item 10, public comments on non-agenda items. So
I have
connected
no
with-
one
No one signed up? We have anyone like make comments? Okay, we'll move,
Here or over there? We're
Oh,
so confused. Just right here is fine?
yeah,
Glenn,
that's
where do you
fine.
want us, Glenn?
Yeah, that should be
Fine.
fine.
Okay.
We didn't sign that.
So Tracy Gabriel,
And Leslie Ellison, CI. And first of all, we would like to thank Chief Rivas for doing an excellent job as our grill master at our sidewalk talk event the other day. We know there was a lot of events going on in the village, but we were very pleased with our turnout, and we had a very nice day. And thank you so much. I hope you'll do that again next year.
I'm glad you didn't burn yourself. Listen, he was good at the grill there, Chief. He was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping we didn't have to call, but you did good. Yep.
And then, this is the big announcement that we've been waiting
Yes.
for, now that we're officially the Fun Commission.
Yes, so thank
Our
you.
first line of duty is to announce that the Fun Commission will be going to try to break the Guinness Book of World Records for the largest doggy wedding ceremony, Saturday, September 25th. 10 a.m. will be the ceremony in Lions Park. President Kazone will be doing the doggy do honors.
There you go.
We have lots of volunteers that have signed up. We still need plenty more. We need lots of dogs. We need, like I said, more volunteers. And
Spreading the word. It is not
Yes.
just about Villa Park. This is for all of DuPage and all of the surrounding areas. So it includes the city of Chicago. It includes Addison. It includes all of the surrounding areas. Anybody that has a dog, single or would like to get married, we are allowing
same sex is okay. We do not judge.
We do
don't
not judge.
But
We're not
only
judging.
two.
Yes. Yeah, only
They
two
can
dogs.
only marry
Only
two.
Yep.
The record, you might want to know, was set in 2007 in Littleton, Colorado, when 178 doggy couples got married. So all we have to do is break it by one, but we're going to go for 250 doggy couples. That's what we're shooting for. So we need 500 dogs in Lions Park on September 25th. You can check out the website and register at pawsandclawsvp.com. The $25 registration fee goes to the animal adoption groups that will be at the event that day. Every September, the commission does a adoption event. So we just decided to ramp it up a little bit this year. Hope to see you all there.
So thank you very much, everybody.
Thank
Bring
you.
your doggies there with us.
It'll be fun.
Okay. Now we'll move on to the village clerk's report.
Just a reminder to our residents that the senior fair is September 9th at the VFW from 9 to noon. And we have quite a few very good participants already that have agreed to be part of this program. And I think it'll be a very nice event for our senior community. Thank you.
Okay. And we'll move on to village trustees report. We'll start on my right, trustee Kozar.
I wanted to follow up on those ordinance changes and see if they're working their way through, the ones that we had discussed a couple meetings ago.
We are working on the liquor ordinance, the
Nice thing about the zoning ordinance.
the zoning ordinances, yeah, that's, what would be the word? Because it's not going through P and Z, because it's
Correct.
already gone through there.
Correct.
Right.
So that'll have to be,
Staff is working on it.
staff is working on that, according to the village manager.
Okay. And then I would also like to present a concept that we had here in the village some years ago that has kind of dropped off, called Committee of the Whole. I think that could be a productive thing. Committee of the Whole is basically a sub-meeting to our board meeting where it's a little less formal. Residents can take more time to participate. We talk about upcoming things that we would like to see on the agenda. things to vote on. It's called Committee of the Whole. It can be done either before a village meeting or after a village meeting, so that when we do come to the village meeting, a lot of the issues have been addressed prior, so we don't have the same time constraints with it. So I'd like to propose that as we move, potentially doing it every other meeting or something to that effect.
I know it was done when I first got on the board, and then we did away with it just because at the time it just seemed like the committee of the whole would meet and then we would do the exact same thing in the later part of the meeting. So there was not a lot of benefit out of it, and it just extended the meetings out. It's something we can definitely take into consideration if the board is interested in doing that. We'd have to obviously talk about it, but like I say, it was done, for a long time, and then I think when President Bolthus took over, I think that's when we did away with that, and it was just because it just didn't seem like there was a benefit of it. But yeah, I mean, if the board would like to talk about it sometime, that's fine. Manager Keener?
Thank you, Your Honor. In Your Honor, board and folks in the audience at home, from what I remember, is that the committee of the whole would have the first reading. So, for instance, we would have the Fund Commission as a first reading at committee of the whole, and then sometimes the second reading of that ordinance would be during the board meeting, so you'd have them back to back. And after a time, we just eliminated the committee of the whole and just put it on the agenda. And I think everybody this evening waived the second reading even for that measure and some other measures, Your Honor, in the past as well. So,
Sure.
thank you.
Okay. Trustee Kumar?
I'm wondering if we have to keep the committee of the whole like it was in the past, or we can concentrate on things that aren't first and second readings during that committee of the whole process. I think it's a good idea, to be honest.
Okay. Trustee Salala?
How much different other than our coffee with the board, which we discussed a lot of concerns that get addressed, brought to the village staff prior to meetings, or with an answer right then and there, that would be much different than this committee of the whole. I mean, would it be redundant?
Well, again, that was one of the reasons we did away with the COW. It was just, it was redundant. We do it at the beginning of the meeting and then basically discuss the same thing again the second time. We still do the same. I mean, we still discuss the items here. People can come up and discuss their, whatever.
If the committee of the whole were to regroup and become part of our normal procedure in the future, would we then eliminate coffee with the board?
We could. It's
Just a question. I mean,
I've always found that coffee with the board is just, it's a lot less formal, and I think people are willing to talk a little bit more, and you get a little more give and take with the audience, with the residents, that you don't get at a board meeting.
Mm-hmm.
At a board meeting, people are limited to 3 minutes. At coffee with the board, it's a lot informal, and you can talk more. But again, it's something that can be taken under advisement, and we can always discuss it at a later time. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Trustee Patrick?
Thank you. Again, I just want to reiterate thanks to our staff for putting on 2 great public meetings regarding the Lufkin Park project. It was really refreshing to see people out there and being engaged in the community. And also thanks to our Parks and Recreation Advisory Commission for hosting that as well. I know that you guys put a lot of time and effort into that, and I think it's a well-designed plan going forward. And then just a thanks to all of our first responders out there and our essential workers, and stick with it. Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you. Trustee Slow?
I just got one question for our new fund committee. Is there going to be a guideline on your website that clarifies, I guess, the rules of these doggy weddings? I mean, are puppies included? I mean, are they underage? I mean,
there are quite a few rules.
Leslie, would you mind just coming up and talking? Thank you.
Guinness World Records has given us 2 sets of guidelines. They have their normal guidelines for every record that is attempted. And then for animal events, they give you a separate set of guidelines. We have all kinds of guidelines. The animals must be over a year old. They are not allowed to wear any type of bandana, bow tie, any of the cute things like that, because Guinness is very concerned about hiding any signs of abuse or neglect. To that end, we also have to have a vet on premise during the entire event. She will be watching. This is Dr. Mary Felt with DuPage Animal Hospital, and she will be inspecting each and every dog before they go into the ring for the actual attempt. If she deems that a dog is not acceptable, then they are disqualified. If we lose more than 10% of our total registered animals that day, we will not get the record. We need to have a dog steward for every 50 dogs. So we're looking for dog trainers and dog walkers, people that are used to handling a lot of animals, to come out and be a volunteer to handle a group of dogs like this. We have to play the wedding march song. They have to walk on a red carpet. I can keep going. And most of these things
As long as it's on your website, I'm okay with it.
This has been my life for the last 4 months.
Trustee Ciala asked me if I have to be out there to do prenups.
I want to. You know, this is a good question, because I have had some people ask if this is a real wedding. No, this is not an official wedding. You will not lose your dog. Your dog does not have to go live in somebody else's house. There are no children to be worried about or anything like that. This is strictly just for a record. And so it should be a really fun event. We have a lot of community support coming in. We have a group of high school students called Stranger Strings here in Villa Park. They play string instruments, and they have volunteered to play the wedding march song for us. So I think it's really, we're going to have a champagne toast. Pet Supplies Plus is doing a champagne toast with goat's milk. We will have a wedding cake for 500 dogs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all I have.
Yeah. And just so everybody knows, I am not an ordained minister, so it's not going to be official. So. Hey, Trustee Kumar.
I just like to applaud FUN on putting together this very interesting and exuberant event, and best of luck to you guys on this endeavor. And I hope that Villa Park gets its name in the Guinness Book of World Records. I'd also like to thank all the people who came out for the Lufkin Park meetings. We got a lot of great input, and everyone's voice counted. And of course, there were some things missed, like pickleball in the process. And I just want to say that we will keep that in the back of our mind as a village, and nobody's thoughts are being waylaid in any way or form. So that being said, I'll pass it on to fellow trustees.
Trustee Corkery.
I have no comment that
Okay.
hasn't been commented already.
Trustee Murphy.
Thank you. I have two tonight shout outs I would like to extend. One is to the Esplin tree experts who you may have seen in the neighborhood. They are working diligently and very hard to clear all of the branches from the backyards of our electrical lines. So if we were to have a storm, hopefully that will protect us from losing our power. And they're doing quite a job, and a wonderful job, following through not only with cutting the branches down, but also with the cleanup associated with it. So that was interesting. On a more somber note, I would like to extend sympathy to our extended Starbucks family, particularly the Starbucks on Roosevelt Road in Villa Park. We have recently lost one of our longtime baristas, Trish, who worked at that Villa Park location for over 10 years. I believe that location's been there at least 15. Trish was recently diagnosed with cancer and unfortunately lost her battles, so they did have a celebration of life today, and we will certainly miss her at our Villa Park location. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee. Okay, Village President's report, I don't have a lot. I did just want to kind of mention, again, I know we hear it on the news every day, COVID. Things are going up, but, you know, we can do whatever we can, wearing masks out in public, washing hands, getting vaccinated, I think is the biggest thing. I think we're starting to see a surge in vaccinations again. People are finally realizing that they do work. I know Pfizer just got the FDA approval, the final approval today. So hopefully that's going to push a lot of people to getting vaccinated, because it's definitely was slowing down the spread of it for a while. And finally, Coffee with the Board, we did bring it up, for September will be canceled September 4th because of the Labor Day weekend. So we will resume October 2nd on our next Coffee with the Board. And Village Manager.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just a couple of items. I think this last Thursday is our last concert in a park at Cortese Veterans Memorial Park. So if you have some time, please stop over about 6 o'clock. And should be nice and warm that day. Your Honor and Board, I'd like Director Scheibel to come up and give us our monthly revenue and expenditure. Hopefully good news.
I'd like to read the summary of the general fund revenues and expenses year-to-date as of July 31st. As of July 31st, 2021, the general fund year-to-date revenues are $13,962,105, which is an increase over July of 2020 year-to-date of $1,457,574. As of July 31st, 2021, the general fund year-to-date expenses are $12,070,729, which is a decrease under July 2020 year-to-date of $643,190. As of July 31st, 2021, the year-to-date revenues over expenses are $1,891,376, which is an increase over July of 2020 of $2,100,764. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, one more item. Chief Rivas would like to make an announcement that the Villa Park Police Benevolent Association is hosting a charity event at Fuel and Creme at 324 East Central Boulevard on September 10th, 2021 from 5 to 9. The name of the event is called Tip a Cop. The Villa Park Police Benevolent Association members are trading in their handcuffs for an apron to spend the evening at Fuel and Creme as we raise money for the VP Police Benevolent Association. Officers will work alongside the waitstaff and give you extra special service in hopes of an extra tip or donation for the association. The Villa Park Police Benevolent Association has been assisting the police officers and their families since 1947. We look forward to serving you on September 10th. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And with that, I pass.
Okay, thank you. They said, I think you guys did that last year too at Jack's place. So it was really, very well done.
Yeah, it's a
Guys
lot of fun.
were very good waiters and waitresses for that matter. Don't be sexist there. So, good. Okay, we move to adjournment. We have a motion to adjourn. Trustee Patrick.
Mr. President, I'd like to make that motion.
Trustee Solello.
I'll second.
Second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. And our next meeting will be Monday, September 13th at 7 o'clock. Guys have a good holiday weekend.